Hi, my name is Gisela Marti, Creative Director for Tammy Taylor Nails. The design that I'm going to share with you today is being inspired by the beautiful mask worn by people for different carnivals around the world. The technique that we are going to be teaching is going to be the painting technique, which is going to bring the beautiful colors design on the mask. The guest artists, the Prisma, and the Dazzle Rock powders. So, let's get started. The products that we are going to be using in our festival mask collections are the following. From the festival chic, we're going to be working with the Lyric. Our collection Wanderlust, we're going to be working with I Want to Go and Take Me Away. From our Prisma powders, Hot Magenta, Silver Moon, Hot Green Neon, and the Hot Pink Neon powder. As tools, we're going to be needing the three-dimensional brush, our regular acrylic brush, the bowl striper, and the dotting tool. As liquids, we're going to be working with the A+ liquid. We need the brush cleaner and the Clean It. To seal the design, the Top Gel Plus. As a dab and dish, we're going to need the Prisma dab and dish to nourish the oil, our small crystal dab and dish, last but not least, our white-bits and our towelettes. Okay, to start, the nail has been done with a Take Me Away from the Wanderlust collection, as you see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the painting technique, and with the Silver Moon, I'm going to give different shades of color to the nail. In this technique, the more liquid, the more beautiful your painting is going to look. So you're going to put it in those areas where you want to make it darker. See, in this area I want to make it darker. So since it's so watery, I'm going to softly paint. The more liquid, the more soft, and then you don't have to file anything else. Gonna make a little bit darker this area. Once you place the ball, then softly paint. This is it. I'm gonna wait till it dries a little bit, and then we proceed to do the three-dimensional. Okay, the first step for the mask, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the mask in actually three parts. We are gonna do the top first, then the sides, and then we're going to finish the mask by decorating. But the easiest way would be by breaking it in three parts. So I'm gonna get a medium-sized ball and I'm gonna place it. It's gonna be very, very wet. And I'm going to push to one side. I'm gonna push to the other side. I'm going to pat to release liquid, and I'm gonna switch to my three-dimensional brush. And my three-dimensional brush is gonna mark what I'm doing. I want to lift this side over here, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. See, very softly, smooth it, go for liquid and pat. It needs to be very, very wet. This is gonna be the first part of the mask. With the body of the brush, be sure to pat the top side of the mask. Okay, now we're gonna go to the bottom part. We're gonna divide this in two. Pick liquid, and using the 3D brush, you're gonna grab a large size ball and you're gonna place it right there. bring it to the center. Once you bring it to the center, you want to pull it up. And now with the body of the brush and a lot of liquid, we want to pat for smoothness. See, we already seen the mask. Bring it down and pat completely. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. A large size ball, place it and pull it right to that center. Then drag it to the corner. This is so easy and so simple to do. Fix the eyes of the mask and pat for smoothness. Fix the contour of the mask on the bottom. If you need to add more liquid to keep smoothing, you add more liquid to smooth. And if you have to clean, don't forget that when you clean your three-dimensional brush, you have to twirl the brush. So I got over here one side of my mask. The other side of my mask is almost done. Now I have to, this part over here, I have to blend it. So when I blend, I take a small amount, I measure. Now I want a bigger size bowl because I want to blend it from the top. So this is a perfect bowl that I'm going to put it right here. Bring it all the way down. I'm going to pat, clean the inside of the eyes of the mask, and soften the sides. Soften the sides. See, as you just add more liquid, it gets more smoother and smoother. Clean the area of the eyes so you can have a smooth area. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I want to take another ball, the same size, place it, bring it up, and now bring it down to do the blending. Don't forget to go and get some liquid to smooth everything that you're doing. Pat. And there you have. The mask is almost finished. We need to put the nose. So go back again. Take another medium-sized ball. Place it. Pull it down and up. Smooth. Pick up. Take the excess of the liquid out. Bring it up. Clean the sides. Clean the other side. For smoothness. If you have to take another small size bowl to smooth the area, just add it up. And once you smooth, take all the excess of the liquid out, bring it up, Smooth, pat, softly, and we're almost finishing over here with the nose of our mask. There we go. Clean the eyes, be sure that there's no liquid in there. Smooth. And now we're going to add the colors that are going to make the mask. So using the same painting technique, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add small amounts of the color. And I'm just going to touch with the point of my brush and grab a tiny ball. So you place it right there and then you pull it. We want the color to look really very intense and dramatic. My second color will be with the magenta. The first one was the hot pink. Side by side, and then drag it down, and because of so much liquid, it's gonna paint the area that you are decorating. I'm gonna add another color over here, and that's gonna be my lyric, which is like a blue color. Okay. Side by the pink, the same way. Just drag it down with the amount of liquid that you have. Just drag it down and keep painting. Now I need to add another color over here, and the color that I'm going to add over here is going to be the green. Since it's a neon color, it's aggressive and it looks great. Keep painting. My last color is going to be also pink. It's a small amount, but since it's so watery, then you can paint and it looks really, really soft and beautiful. I think I'm going to add a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. And when I said a tiny bit more, you can hardly see it, but when you put it on the mask, you will be able to see it. Those are the tiny touches that will go with you. As long as you're doing the drawing, you decide whether you need to add more or not. See, my whole one side of the mask is already done. So what I'm going to do on the other side of the mask, I'm going to add some cheek color using my pink right there, and then pat it. Because you have so much liquid, it will blend really nice. Smooth. With the liquid. And now you have the cheeks mark in the other side of the mask. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait till the colors dry, and the rest of the details are going to be done with water paints. Okay, so now that my colors are completely dry, using my bold striper, I'm going to start outlining the colors. And I'm going to use the black paint to outline. And I'm going to make believe that these are the wings of a butterfly. On the side, the same thing. And if something like that happened to you, don't worry about it. It's water paints. Take some water and just erase it. Okay, go back again, working with the point of my brush. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to be sure that these areas over here are completely round. So I'm going to fill any empty space and bring the details sharp, every single detail for my mask. Go over here again, the same thing. More round. So do this area over here, I want it to be more round. Okay, there we go. All right, now that I have my side of the wings of the butterfly, my butterfly is gonna come from here all the way to the end of the nose. So start right on the middle of the other side and then come around, 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 around and swing. And swing. Okay, and we want to bring a little bit closer this area of the wing to my butterfly. On the other side, I'm gonna do 2 small antennas on my butterfly. And then on this side of the eye, I'm gonna put a series of dots. Because we want a dramatic look. Once those series of eyes are placed, we're gonna start doing some thin lines going down. From shorter to long. So that would be the decoration of the second eye. Finish all the outlining. And it's complete. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do some lines on the rest of the nail. So with the bold striper, the great thing of the bold striper is you can do some nice swirls. It doesn't have to be a specific pattern. It's something for you to have the complete finishing of your design. Come from the top, do a nice thin line on the center. And then that line's supposed to proceed over here, so bring it right there. I'm going to add some dots with my dotting tool. Dots always will make some finishing touches. From the top also. I'm going to use the white paint now to emphasize the areas where the black was, and these are just small thin lines, just in some areas only, like for example right there, maybe over here, and one over here. Just something that will just bring out the black lines. And on the same areas that I just designed, a tiny bit of color using the painting technique. Just paint the area just to bring some of the colors of the mask. Some tiny details. Not much, just a little bit. Let me see if I can bring this so you can really see the color of that green over there. And this is it. Now I'm gonna wait till all my colors dry, and I'm gonna seal the nail with my Top Gel Plus. Okay, so now that all my colors are completely dry, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply my Top Gel Plus on the outside around the mask. I'm not gonna touch the mask, not yet, only around the mask. Because you know what, that's the area that I want to matte. I want the mask to be really shiny, and I want the rest of the nail to be matte. So it's completely covered. Now I'm gonna take my matte powder and I'm going to pour all over the nail. You don't have to worry about it. Nothing is gonna happen to the design. You only matting the surface. I'm gonna take the excess of the powder out, and now I'm gonna cure for 2 minutes. Okay, now that my surface has been completely matte, I'm going to apply the same Top Gel Plus to the mask. I want the mask to be really nice and shiny, so you can see the difference from the mask and the background. So really, really, really shiny. And at the same time, I'm sealing all the colors that I put on the mask. Gorgeous. Now I'm gonna cure for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to clean the whole nail with my Clean It. All right, so it's completely cured. So now with the Wipe It and the Clean It, we're gonna clean the whole surface of the nail. And look how beautiful the final results. So, how easy and fun was that? I'm sure that if you take this technique and you practice it, you're gonna create beautiful masks that your clients are going to love it. Till next time, have fun.